Akadullah, a 27-year-old Bangladeshi man, allegedly detonated a homemade pipe bomb in the subway station under the Port Authority bus terminal in the name of ISIS Monday morning, according to a police source. The explosion, which happened at about 7:20 a.m., injured Allah and three other people, officials said. Allah was taken into custody minutes after the explosion. Here's what we know so far about him. He in Brooklyn. The 27-year-old on East 48th Street in Flatlands with his parents and siblings, according to a police source and neighbors. He has been in the United States for 7 years, the source said. Kislyn Joseph, 19, said she has been next door to Allah on East 48th Street between Avenues M and N for the past month and a half. He doesn't talk to anybody. He doesn't say hi or anything. I would say good morning or something and he just ignored me, Joseph said in an interview. The family kept to themselves, neighbor Stanley Morgan, 59, said. They're not friendly at all, he said. They speak to nobody on the block. The NYPD used a marked police SUV and yellow caution tape to block traffic from entering East 48th Street near Allah's home. 2 additional police cars and a group of about 10 officers stood outside the house Monday afternoon. Shonda Brown, 39, a few houses down from Allah and said people from different ethnic backgrounds on her block. It's a diverse neighborhood. They suspect and his family kind of fit into the fabric of it, Brown said. She didn't know the suspect or his family well, other than the occasional hellos. I feel sad for the family. They look like normal people, Brown said. The mother, you can only imagine what's like coming home to hear that your son has done this. Police were also investigating a home on Ocean Parkway in Kensington that is possibly linked to Allah. He is originally from Bangladesh. Allah is from Chittagong, a port city on the southeastern coast of Bangladesh, according to the country's police chief. He had no criminal record there and last visited the country on September 8, the chief said. He entered the U.S. using a passport displaying a F-43 family immigrant visa. The Department of Homeland Security confirmed Allah was admitted into the country when he presented the passport in 2011. White House Press Secretary Sarah Huckabee Sanders said, he was admitted under a process in which immigrants already in the United States may sponsor family members, the Department of Homeland Security confirmed. President Donald Trump later issued a statement calling on Congress to enact legislative reforms on immigration. Today's terror suspect entered our country through extended family chain migration, which is incompatible with national security, Trump said in the statement. Congress must end chain migration. Congress must also act on my administration's other proposals to enhance domestic security, including increasing the number of immigration and customs enforcement officers, enhancing the arrest and detention authorities for immigration officers, and ending fraud and abuse in our immigration system. He had the device strapped to his body. Allah strapped the device, based on a pipe bomb, to his body with Velcro and zip ties, according to John Miller, NYPD Deputy Commissioner of Intelligence and Counterterrorism. The device went off in the underground passageway connecting 7th and 8th Avenues. Allah sustained burns to his abdomen and hands and was taken to NYC Health Hospital's Bellevue, officials said. The 12-inch pipe was filled with powder and shrapnel, a law enforcement source said. The device only partly detonated, cracking the pipe but not exploding it, according to the source. Investigators believe the time of the detonation was deliberate because Allah seemed to be in a crowd of people when it went off, the source added. He made statements about ISIS according to a high-ranking law enforcement source. Allah made statements to law enforcement indicating that he acted alone and carried out the attack for ISIS after becoming inspired partly by Al-Qaeda's online propaganda magazine, Inspire. NYPD Commissioner James O'Neill confirmed he made some statements, but did not specify what he said. Rep. Peter King R. Seaford, who was briefed by the FBI, agreed it appeared Ola acted alone and had no red flags, meaning no criminal record or terror affiliations. Investigators are interviewing Ola's family and going through his social media accounts, phone records and messages, as well as financial records looking for large deposits or withdrawals, King said. Mitch Silber, former director of intelligence for the NYPD, said Ola's case looks like that of someone radicalized in the U.S. He had a TLC license for 3 years. Ola had a for-hire vehicle license from the Taxi and Limousine Commission between March 2012 and March 2015, which means he was licensed to drive rye cabs, black cars and limousines, according to a Taxi and Limousine Commission spokesman. When his license lapsed in 2015, it was not renewed. A government source said while Ola drove limousines in the city he had a clean record, with no citations and only 2 traffic tickets. With Anthony M. DiStefano, Chow Lam, Rajvi Desai and Reuters.